Okay. Favorite Rumble moments. I think if the thing that comes to the top of my mind is any time Kofi Kingston has kept himself in the Rumble.
Oh yeah,
You've got the pancakes. You've got the handstand. You've got, I think, didn't New Day catch him outside the ring and then bring him back in?
yeah, yeah.
So you've got
Well,
loads
he
of those
had him on
moments.
the chair. The one that was my favorite was him on the chair.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah,
No, no,
yeah.
no, 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 no. That wasn't my favorite. No, the one that was my favorite was from 2000 the 2000 I think 11 Rumble.
What
I think
happened?
it was. Um, and he walked on his hands with his legs, like he did a handstand walk to the ring
I think that
when he
was
was outside of it.
I think
It was
that
the 40-man Rumble where Alberto Del Rio won.
I think that was 2012, wasn't it? Because I think
All right, it might have
2000,
been 2012.
2011 was when John Morrison he landed on the barricade and then he climbed himself up onto it and then
You
jumped
sure
back
that
into the
wasn't
ring.
2010? Oh, whatever.
I don't
Years
think
all blend
so.
into one nowadays.
Possibly, I could be wrong, but
My sense of time has been totally lost by spending it in lockdown, so it's you know.
my other favorite
But yeah, yeah, Kofi's moments were always great.
R
I feel
Truth
like
getting a ladder to go up for for a briefcase or a title and realizing there's nothing there and getting chucked out.
oh god,
Uh,
yeah. Oh, true. Is he even still there? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Uh, fair share of returns. AJ Styles, coming into the
Yes.
Fed at number 3. I know we had to look at Roman Reigns' kind of stupid, gormless face. Thanks, Kevin Dunn. Whilst he was making his entrance, until it eventually cut back to him.
Yeah.
But that was a nice surprise. It's usually at number 3 because Bubba Ray Dudley returned at number 3 as well.
He did, yeah. So,
Yeah.
like, in terms of returns, like, Edge has had some great returns, especially
Yeah,
the
well,
latest one.
Edge's return last year at the
Yeah.
Rumble,
And even
which
the one
I
in
was just
2010.
so blown. I didn't watch it myself, but I remember watching it, reading what was happening at the time, going, "Oh my god, really?
Yeah. And it,
Seriously?" Because he retired with a super bad neck injury that could have paralyzed him if he'd have continued,
yeah.
and he was just definitely not going to wrestle again. There was no way. And so the fact that he returned 10 years after he retired, seemingly, obviously, I wouldn't say impervious, but like, he's definitely um built up his kind of strength again and got into ring shape again quite well. I don't know how he's done since he returned last year. I think he had one match with Randy Orton, then kind of left again.
hmm Dare I say it, the 2004 Royal Rumble. That was one of my favorite Royal Rumbles.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was when
Chris Benoit.
Daniel Puter, they Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, and Kurt Angle all enacted revenge on Daniel Puter
Yeah,
for ribbing Kurt Angle in the middle of the ring.
that's true. Yeah, yeah.
Was it
Um,
2004 Rumble or was it 2005 when John Cena and Batista fell out the ring at the exact same time?
that was brilliant. And then that
And
was
Vince McMahon
2005.
angrily stormed to the ring. This was like I guess this was non
And in
kayfabe,
the
and tore
process,
both of his quadriceps on the way to the ring.
that was just a huge calamity. You know, like when you go strike one, strike two, strike three. You know,
Yeah, it was quite a priceless moment, really.
yeah,
And then you had Cena's return in 2007, like ahead of schedule at Madison
yeah.
Square Garden.
That really surprised people, and I love the setup of that Rumble. It was very old school.
Mm, yeah,
Undertaker's win as well because I thought it was just a match in itself. Sean and Undertaker as the last two
oh
people.
yeah, yeah, that was brilliant. When it was the Rumble that Edge returned at in 2010, I want to say,
Hmm.
and then Sean got knocked out of the ring by Batista, and he was like devastated because he wanted to face the Undertaker at WrestleMania,
Yeah. Um.
and then he at Elimination Chamber he deliberately cost Taker the title versus Jericho
Yeah.
to set up the
I
last
think
match he had.
that was 2 years later, wasn't it? The Royal Rumble in this one was Shawn Michaels faced John Cena at WrestleMania afterwards, didn't he? And
We
that
got
was
Nit Sudge in the comments saying my favorite Royal Rumble moment is Dude Love, Mankind, and Cactus Jack all being in the same match. Yeah,
yeah.
the three faces of Foley.
Yeah. Who had the weirdest elimination? Because I off the top of my head, I've got Yokozuna eliminating Bret Hart for one.
Mm. Oh, I think that one of the ones that springs to mind is Randy Savage pinning Yokozuna,
Oh no,
and
yeah,
then
yeah. Sorry, I don't know why I said Bret Hart. It was
and
Randy
then it was
Savage.
oh, is that the one you're thinking of?
Yeah. He pinned
And
him
then
and
it
then he
was
pushed him off and he just
Gorilla
went,
Monsoon. Yeah, Gorilla Monsoon trying to cover out, going, "No, there's no pins in the Rumble." And I'm like, "Oh, for God's sake, Randy Savage." He also at one point, Randy Savage jumped over the rope to go and chase after someone, and
yeah,
then went back into the ring,
yeah,
like, and wasn't kicked out for it.
yeah. Who's
Those are in the days where I guess the Rumble ideas weren't fully fleshed out yet. I guess,
yeah. I do
or,
love
or adhered to solidly.
I do love Stone Cold's elimination of Kane in the I think it was the 2001 Royal Rumble when he won it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because he hit him with a chair like twice, didn't he? And then just
Mm.
just clothesline him out. I thought that
Yeah,
was
that
just
was that Mania,
that
wasn't it, as well?
that was brutal.
X7.
Yeah,
Uh, I think like the one that does spring to mind, which is kind of overlooked, is when Heath Slater eliminated Sheamus after not even a second, like half a second. Sheamus got into the ring, and as soon as he got in under the ropes onto the ring, Heath Slater clotheslined him out.
yeah,
That was quite priceless.
yeah.
And Santino also getting eliminated like as soon as he got in the ring.
If it
I love
does count,
eliminations like that.
if it does count, Titus O'Neil slip into under the
Yeah,
ring.
well, technically it was a Royal Rumble, wasn't it?
I don't.
It's
Was
just
that? I think that wasn't a work, was it? It actually happened.
Oh,
It was
but well,
discovered.
the thing is, the way WWE kind of exploited that moment afterwards and like beat the ever loving piss out of it until it was just not funny anymore makes
Hmm.
me think there was a slight work element about it. But
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Did that
You never know with these things, do you?
did that Heath Slater moment happen before or after Sheamus beat Daniel Bryan for the heavyweight championship?
This was when Sheamus had his mohawk. It was in his
Ah,
mohawk phase. So, and I think this was after League of Nations. I think,
ah,
but
karma.
so yeah, it did happen after he beat Daniel Bryan in like a couple of seconds to
That
win the
was
title at Mania.
Yeah, that was tragic. Um, it's one of the ones that I always go back to, and it's just a battle royal. It's not Royal Rumble. Is when Kurt Angle eliminated Mark Henry in the SmackDown 20-man battle royal after Batista had to forfeit the championship back in
Oh, the one I remember. It's
2006.
one of the first memories because we never got the Royal Rumble or got any pay per views when I was younger.
Yeah,
But back in 2003, when Booker T eliminated The Rock in the Raw Battle Royal
yeah.
to get a spot against Triple H in the at WrestleMania, and we all know how that went, sadly.
Mm.
But
Oh yeah, like so underutilized, wasn't he? What was
but
the
that
other?
was a great moment, I thought, and that was yeah, that wasn't necessarily a Royal Rumble, but just the Battle Royale format in general is something that's timeless to me.
I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I put a bet, and this is one thing you should never do is bet on WWE because
Mhm.
these betters know already what's going to happen. I mean, when Zack Ryder won the Intercontinental Championship, the betting stakes were so for Zack Ryder winning that it actually spoiled the ending for me. Because so I knew that it was going to happen because the betting site knew it was going to happen. But it was the most. I think it was on Paddy Power, and it was like the most eliminations, but I voted Braun Strowman, and he tied with I think it was Roman Reigns, as a top. So I didn't get my winnings for some reason, but it was like the most eliminations, but they both won. So how the hell does that work? They just voided my bet completely. It was
No,
just
I don't.
it was
Well,
ridiculous.
no, it's weird. I find people, no offense, but I find people who bet on wrestling a bit weird,
I was
considering it's
yeah
like a predetermined sport.
yeah I think I was like 19 or 20, so I was just new to betting in general.
Yeah,
Nowadays I just bet 5p on football specific outcomes and things.
accumulators and things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so in terms of this year's Royal Rumble, I don't know who's going to win, and I don't really particularly care, to be honest. I even a Roman Reigns heel turn, which has been a thing for about a year now, nearly, can't bring me back to watching the products, and that's saying something.
Yeah.
We've gone into how WWE have treated their employees over the past year or so.
That's always the thing that will keep me from watching it religiously these days because it's
Mhm.
just that those backstage politics which kind of ruin it for me, which is why AEW feel a bit bad for not watching that more religiously. Like I catch up with it, but I feel like I need to have I want to watch it week after week because it has some great things that happen. Um, like even the tribute to Brody Lee as well. I thought that was one of the most wholesome moments that
Mm.
they've had. It was
I've
just
never
brilliant.
watched AEW. I'm gonna probably see if I can get into it this year. You know, just because I don't know. I still have a thing in the back of my. Well, I still listen to wrestling podcasts. That's the thing, and the longer it goes on without me watching, the less references that I get that
Mhm.
they'll make. So
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I know, and I know a lot of people in my Discord are wrestling fans. And a lot of people we know are wrestling fans still. So,
Hmm. Yeah.
uh, but
Okay.
yeah, just the Rumble in general has always won the few pay-per-views I watch in the calendar when it comes along, and I believe Bees is doing a watch along of it on his channel.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool.
All right. Sounds good. All right.